What's up, Travel Tribe? Welcome back. Thanks for coming back to Chat with Travel Anissa. And today I am coming to you guys with some things that you must know if you are traveling to London. So first on the list, I am going to start you guys off letting you know that the weather there is not the same as the weather here, which I'm sure y'all are like, duh, but it is June, right? Well, it was June when I went, and the weather there was expected to be summer-ish weather because it is their summer. However, the temperatures were around 50 to 60 degrees, and at night it was definitely low 50s. So if you are traveling to London, even if it is considered the summertime, you definitely want to prepare by looking at the weather ahead of time. You definitely may need to bring some type of jacket. Some people maybe even would prefer a coat because it does get a little frigid at the end of the night or early-ish evening-ish. Next on the list, we have daytime savings, or whatever you guys want to call it, daylight savings. When I was in London, it was 9 p.m. outside and it was looking like broad daylight, okay? It was not a sign of the moon. It was certainly bright outside, okay? So that kind of is cool because it kind of makes you feel like you have longer days. You have more time to do things that you may want to do that you require daylight for. But it was kind of trippy because I'm literally like, okay, I should be asleep. It's 9, it's maybe even close to 10, and it is bright outside, okay? So if you're one of those people that when you're traveling somewhere, you have a bedtime. If your bedtime is 9:30, make sure you have an eye mask because it is definitely bright outside. You're gonna need to close the drapes to make it dark, okay? Coming up next on that list, we have Big Ben. Now, if you are going to London, everyone's going to say you have to see Big Ben. You have to immerse yourself in the history of London, right? So if you think Big Ben is a person, it's not, okay? Big Ben, not to be confused with Uncle Ben, all right, on the rice. Big Ben is actually a clock tower, and it is, if you looked at my page on Instagram or if you're looking at me on YouTube, you have seen my Europe reel or my London reel, and you will see a large clock tower looking kind of photo. That is actually Big Ben. So sorry to disappoint, Big Ben is not a person. Next on the list, we have the metro train system. So London also has a metro and train system, just like we have here in the Washington, D.C. area, or you may be familiar with the Metro Rail in New York City. So London has a Metro Rail also, and their particular rail system is not like New York or DC. And I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real because if you are from DC and you rode the train, you know that it is dirty. You know that the rats like to march across your feet sometimes. That is not what London was given. London's Metro Rail system was very much so clean. And on top of that, it was very easy to follow. As a tourist, it was not difficult for us to find our way around the metro system in London. So if you want to check that out or try it out, instead of taking a bunch of Ubers, you want to save some money, or you just want to be adventurous, I would definitely recommend you hopping on the train in London. All right, next up on the list, we have a converter or an adapter piece, whichever you would like to call it. I actually have these specifically for London on my Amazon store. So if you are following me on any of the platforms, just click on my link. It'll take you directly to my Amazon store. And the cool thing about the converter on my Amazon store is that it is compatible with not just Europe, it's also compatible with Africa and other continents where you cannot use your regular US plug or your regular US outlet. You will definitely need a converter, okay? So do not go over there thinking that you're going to just pop your iPhone charger or your electronic charger into their wall. Their outlet system is completely different. So to prepare yourself, make sure you have a London specific converter to stick in the wall for all of your electronics or anything that needs to be plugged. And again, you can definitely find that on my Amazon store. All right, guys, so this next one I was actually confused about. Well, not really confused, but just did not know ahead of time, but it was cool to know, so I'm going to share it with you all. So as far as London's currency, they utilize the British pound. I assumed that they would use a euro. Obviously, we know that London is England. However, they have adopted the British pound as their primary currency. So you definitely may have assumed that it was a euro, like me. Or maybe you did know, but for those of us who did not know and you're traveling there, just understand that it is the British pound, not to be confused with the euro if you are traveling in London. And last up on the list, we have London's Eye. Now, if you're anything like me, and you're really thinking about the name London's Eye, it's like, okay, maybe I'm looking for an eye. Maybe not. But you're not. London's Eye is actually a ginormous Ferris wheel that is also in that Big Ben area, and it is the largest Ferris wheel that I've ever seen. If you are from the DMV area, you know we have a pretty large Ferris wheel located at the National Harbor, but this is not to be confused. London's Eye is much more grand than the Ferris wheel that we have here or any of the Ferris wheels I've ever seen. So if you are feeling like you're adventurous, if you are a thrill seeker, or if you just want to kind of indulge in the tourism pros or aspects of London, make sure you hop on London's Eye. I did not get a chance to do it. I really wasn't trying to do it, but if anyone has been on London's Eye, let me know. I imagine it to be a pretty cool adventure. All right, so that's it, guys. That's all I have. I hope that you guys have learned something. If there's anything that I left out, feel free to drop in the comment section below. If you are going to London, have a blast. Until next time, Travel Tribe, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Take care.